Hello everyone, today I am sick. Today I have short hair. I guess I have short hair not just for today, but until it grows back. But if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that this is the first video in which my hair is very short. I used to have it very long. But today's video is me just being sick, and I'm not pretending. I mean, I am. This is not what my sick face looks like without makeup on, but I am genuinely sick. I have been for the past 3 to 4 days, and I've been just feeling really bad. I can't keep up with my schoolwork, with my work, with my YouTube work. So everything has been kind of dragging and lagging behind, and I feel like I have like foam in my head, and I'm just foggy and just doped up all the time. And I thought, what a better time than now to do this fever, illness-inspired glam makeup. I'm going to walk you through everything that I did on my face, everything that you can see. It's not that difficult, it's quite fun, and and hopefully the makeup itself doesn't make you ill. It'll just make you look like you are ill. Helps you get out of any responsibilities, helps you get likes on Instagram because people pity you. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. So this look is actually inspired by this Instagram account. This is called Vanilla Trap Soul. This is the picture right here, and I saw this years ago actually. I'm gonna try and like follow this / basically gain inspiration, and we'll just see what happens. I'm gonna zoom you in and let's start. So the main event of today I think will be this color. This is from NYX, and this is their high definition blush in color Electro. And what else? I don't even know what to start with. Obviously I've got my base on, I've got like contour. I didn't bronze my face because I feel like bronzing action obviously makes your face like fuller and warmer and sun-kissed, and you don't really look that when you're ill. I think the first thing I want to do is highlight my face in like all these different areas. So I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit in shade light to medium, and she's got this beautiful, very lovely kind of not glittery, it's just this shimmer of dust kind of highlight that I use a lot of the time actually. And this is just a highlighting brush from e.l.f. and I'm just gonna hit that on the high points of my cheeks. The great thing about this highlighter is that because it's so subtle, you can build it up, and as you can see, you know, it doesn't take much to get some sort of a sheen, but you can keep building it up to like a really cool, intense but natural at the same time color. So he's definitely got his Cupid's bow highlighted as well, so I'm gonna hit that right now. And then his nose is highlighted as well. Like I said, because this is a very natural highlight, he does have this kind of, I guess I've got this Rudolph, you know, nose going on. This is very popular on YouTube and Instagram right now. Literally, people like naked tutorials, like literally everyone, just put a dot there. James Charles is known for that as well, which is literally just like an LED light in the middle of your face. Just go on with the highlight into the inner corner, because obviously I haven't, you know, I've never done this kind of look. This isn't exactly a normal, you know, eye makeup or face makeup, so the order is kind of off. And let me highlight the brows. I don't feel like filling in my brows today. They can look kind of sicklish. We'll see if they need filling in after I've done the face. So the first thing I want to do, and you know, from obviously looking at it, is the under eye, but he's obviously got something on his lid, but you can't see because of the lashes, which I'm gonna wear as well. I'm basically just gonna put in like skin colors in there. I'm gonna use the Nude Dude palette by The Balm Cosmetics, and I'm gonna go into Fearless and Flawless. So this is like this, my skin color-ish, and this is just a little bit darker. Both of these are mattes, and I don't want to put in a warm brown in for the same reason I didn't want to bronze my face, but this is just to add some slight definition to the eye. I just popped one of my ears. They've been like blocked since I woke up this morning, and It's just this ear that's popped, and ugh. And this is where the window is with the cars and the road. Oh my god, I feel awful. So I'm just taking a packing brush, and as you can see, I've got this shade Fearless on. And basically just to give this look some sort of a base so that you can't really see. I didn't put any concealer, eye concealer on. I probably should have, but this is going to do the job just fine. I think I just want my lids to look light and dead. Although I guess this is like fever makeup. So you're not dead yet, you're just on the way. Basically my eyelid is the same color now, and I'm bringing it up all the way to the brow. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Just stippled that color on, and next I'm going to take more of a blending brush, something like this, not very big, and I'm going to dip into Flawless, just right here, and very, very lightly sculpt the eye, just the socket. As you can see, that just gave it that slight definition. I think this brush is a little bit too small for this, so I'm just going to grab a larger blending brush. This literally has like a stain from a black look I did recently on my Instagram, which you can see right here if you like, and I hope it doesn't stain. Okay, so I just sculpted both of my eyes, and I'm gonna move into the event of the day. I'm gonna be dipping into this crazy electric pink color, and I think I'm gonna be using this highlighter brush, number 1 from BH Cosmetics, to, well, first of all, let's, I don't know, dive into the nose. I haven't really used this shade very much, so I don't know what this is gonna do. This is a little bit uneven. It's going on a little bit uneven. It's harder to blend it. I'm gonna go into, I'm gonna just use this fan brush from Clinique. This is probably just like a highlighter or a sculpting brush. This just took some of this pigment off. I'm gonna dip into the pink with this and see what this does. I don't hate it. I think this is fine. I think it's looking a little bit out of place because I don't have any other pink on. So just to amplify the highlight, I'm actually gonna go into Thunderstruck highlighter slash eyeshadow from Kat Von D, and I'm going to really amplify this. Dab that in a little bit. Okay, so the next step I think will be the under eye. I'm just gonna go in and try. I've got the pink on this brush, and I'm just gonna hope for the best. Okay, so the cast of this pink is set down, and I can't do anything more with this single brush. But obviously there's some definition to what he has. So I'm gonna grab a tighter brush. This is number 3 from BH Cosmetics again. And dipping into this pink, I'm basically gonna like run closer to the lower lash so that it's more pink. And then back with this fluffier brush to blend it out. I quite like this, so I'm going to replicate this process on this eye. This is looking only a little bit a mess. I probably should have given this a run first before whipping out the camera, but I don't think I could have sat here through the 2 applications. Next up, I'm grabbing a smaller brush. I'm dipping it into the Kat Von D Thunderstruck highlighter. I'm gonna pop up this inner corner highlight as well as the brow bone, and I'm gonna make this like a really ridiculous pop. Okay, so I just did that, and then the other thing I did is, because I didn't like just how low this pink was, I just took my highlighter brush and I just quite violently kind of blended it upwards. I basically just took some of the pigment away and just brought it up. It just goes to show how, if you're trying something out, most makeup is quite forgiving. If a product isn't, it's good for you to know that, or perhaps not to use it if you don't feel comfortable with it. But for most part, just take a brush and just add a little bit, just to build up that thing. If you go overboard, take a bigger, fluffier, you know, face brush with nothing on it, or with perhaps some powder foundation, and just blend it upwards into itself, so that it's you know, it's disappearing from where you don't want it to be. You know, makeup is fixable. There's very rarely times where you really need to just take everything off and start anew. Maybe if you've put some black or like black liner, stuff like that. But for the most part with things like this, I think it's pretty forgiving, and you can keep playing. Okay, so next up I'm just going to put some Kat Von D lip liner in shade OG Lolita, and I'm gonna just put that in my waterline. I don't have anything quite pink, but I think the red will be fine. Okay, so what I ended up doing, I put the Lolita in, and then I realized it was a little bit dark. It made me look a little bit more sinister than ill, but then what I realized is that I have this NYX inner eye brightener in shade Linen, I think. It is very, very light pink, and on its own it doesn't actually do very much. It kind of looks like a nude. But because I had already put the red on, you know, in my waterline, I only put this on top. So even though this isn't really all that intense on its own, the OG Lolita by Kat Von D is very intense, so basically it just worked out. Okay, next up I'm just gonna finish my eyes, so I'm just gonna put mascara on and then put false lashes, and then we'll move on to lips. This was a little bit of playing around, but I've got these, this is the first time I'm wearing this kind of lash type. This is totally inspired by, I think, Just Call Me Tara. So I think the last thing to do is basically to just kind of feather this pink on my Cupid's bow. I think that's enough. And for lips, I don't actually have, he seems to have like pink lip gloss. I guess I'm not like following this look to the T anyway. But what I'm gonna use is just this NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in this super Barbie pink. I'm basically going to draw new lips. I'm basically gonna go like old style, you know, where they cut in the corners of your mouth. I'm not an artist, I don't know what that's called, I've just seen it a lot. You'll see what I'm doing. I've obviously overdrawn like the shape of my lip to a much more round, fuller lip, if you like. I don't want this to be completely opaque either, because I think it would be too pink and too Barbie-ish. So I'm just gonna wait for this to dry and then put some lip gloss on. Okay, so as you can see, not only did I put lip gloss on, I changed my eyelashes. I thought that the ones with the lower lash looked, with this makeup anyway, made me look a little bit like a clown makeup. Not clown in a bad way, like a clown. This is not what I was going for, so I just put on a pair of strip lashes from e.l.f. just like he is wearing, and I like amped up my highlight, and I think this is it. This is the I'm very ill makeup look. So this is the end of it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can use this to get out of school, to not go to work, to get out of any responsibilities that you have. Just put this on and say you're ill, and pretend you're coughing, cough in someone's face, and they're gonna leave you alone anyway, so just do that.